Hey guys, how you all doing? Let's check some sound back on. Hello Sally, hello Stu, welcome. I am currently 8th place. I was 7th, and then Gira went ahead and processed like a 1500 ounce or 2000 ounce clean out and overtook me a little bit. I'm catching up with him again though, so that's good. A little bit ahead of Spy. Spy hasn't been on for a little while according to my friends list. I don't know what Streaming Geek's doing, so he could be holding a lot of buckets. But we are getting there. Not a lot of time left, obviously. Just yesterday is a full day left, and then I'm at work on Friday, so we'll have to see how things go. I have just finished, just before stream started, a 730, I think it was, something along those lines, ounce clean out. So this is a fresh thing. It would have been a tiny bit more, but rather stupidly I left one set of mats out of the wash plant. I didn't put everything back. One set of mats in the big sluices. It happens occasionally. I'm just grateful it wasn't a nugget trap bucket. So how are you both? Sally, I assume that having a personal life's not going to interfere with you being at the stream tonight? Not this one? Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for asking, Sally. This is weird. It's actually raining outside IRL pretty hard. I've been hearing it all evening. And now I'm hearing the rain on here and it sounds to me like it's hitting my windows. I'm good, thanks indeed. No, not at all. Glad I have time to have one, to be fair. Yeah, I'm only messing around with you, Sally. It's all good. And you've got your own personalised week coming up soon, stream-wise, so... Mark's having some trouble picking out a game. He's trying to get me to do it because he can't think of one, but it kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? I've got the lights on here. This still seems pretty dark here. You know, it kind of defeats the purpose. It's designed to be a thank you to my moderators for the support and everything. He's trying to get me to pick the game. Hey Sean, how you doing, dude? Welcome. How's my day been? Been digging. We're on the final countdown here, guys. Last couple of days, so... And like I said, Friday is the final day. I am working, so I'm just trying to put through as much as I can to get a decent enough lead to be able to stick to the leaderboard. On Friday, by the way, for those who are able to make it, my daughter is at her mum's. I will finish work at 4, come home, make a quick coffee and jump onto a live stream to try and get the final last little bit of the leaderboard if it is 6 o'clock my time. I don't know what time it will be exactly, so I'm not going to schedule it. And if the leaderboard finishes before the time that we think it is over here in the UK, then I won't do the live stream that early. I'll just do a PM one and that'll be it. But it will be nice to be on stream for the final hour or so. This is really weird. The stream says there's no one watching. Like 0 concurrent viewers. Concurrent viewers. No, actually I'm going to move this now. I've actually, see how much I've dug. So yesterday we were doing this little bit here. We are now part way into this row here. So I've done all of that, all those two, and a tiny bit of this one. And bulldozed all of this section as well. I might at some point, well, 300 ounces, 200 ounces, no, not a chance. These ones, like the 500s, I might go for. I just need to bulldoze the overburden out the way. Oh, I forgot that. I mean, I know your brother pops in every now and again, Steve, but I'd forgotten what his name was. I mean, I recognise Sean as someone I've seen before, but hadn't recognised him as your brother. As your brother. Apologies. Older or younger? Oh, Stu's brother. Oh, okay. I wondered what you was on about for a second then. I keep going the wrong way when I'm doing this. Yeah. Mentally like a 3-year-old. So he's still mentally older than Stu. Oh dear. The feathers are flying already, and it's nothing to do with the carrier pigeon. Oh, he's been basically friend zoned. He's been friends and family zoned. That's the one. So I'm thinking, as I'm streaming tonight, if I do manage to do that Mythbuster episode, live stream on Friday, then I'll take Saturday night off. Might even need it. Like if, say, Friday, I'd end up... Say on Friday, everybody has just managed to chuck through a crap ton of gold and kicks me out of the leaderboards on the final section, on the final leg. I might just need Saturday off to drown my sorrows anyway. Tonight, I'm aiming to just climb up the leaderboard and just trying to get as much distance as I can from the number 10 slot. At the moment, of course, that is Streaming Geek. So, I mean, he could be playing at the moment, I don't know. But the more that I can distance myself, well, even not even there. I can't see the number 11 spot right now. But as long as I can keep myself within the top 10, so as much distance as I can from the 11th spot to be able to have some sort of chance of sticking with it while I'm at work on Friday. So using number 10, using the 10th place as a reference point, just trying to get as much gold process as possible. I've got tomorrow off, and then I'm at work on Friday. So I think a lot of it's just landing down here. Find out in a second. 77. Oh no, it's all going in. Just about, but it's all going in. I discovered the other night, Sally, I am closer to the YouTube's requirement. When it comes to YouTube's requirement for monetization, I am closer on hours watched than I am subscribers. A lot closer. I'm about a third of the way with hours watched, I think, or quarter of the way, something along those lines. So that earned gold. The reason why it's telling me that much is I managed to get 2 clean-outs within the same day. Plus, well, I must have put through quite a lot of dirt then if I stopped to clean out twice. That's pretty good. Hopefully, I mean, for all I know, everyone on this list right now has got about 20,000 buckets on their claim or something. You don't know. So some people are like that. I like to know where I stand, so I know what I need, how hard I need to push. Whereas other people, they'll just hoard buckets and then just leap in. they'll drop down the list, down the list, down the list, then suddenly clean it all out, and suddenly jump up like halfway up the top 10 list, even though they were like position 20 before they cleaned it out or something. I don't think well, I'll be going into that one and that one. Maybe that one. I did get rid of a little overburden on that one actually, but I won't be doing that one, which means that corner there won't be touched. But I did push the overburden back a bit, as you can see, just so I got the room when I'm on this good gold here. I'm going to have to push it back a bit more soon as well. Because if you're right up against the back there, you can't do this. Because the corners of the cab hit the dirt and stop you. Corners of the counterweight. Oh my god, I keep clicking all the wrong things. There we go. Ah. So some good news, Sally. Stu is going to be part funding a steering wheel and pedal setup for me. Only a cheap one. That we can use with things like American Truck Simulator. I've also got a few racing games, and also the pedals can be set up on here so that for driving backwards and forwards whilst you're in dig mode as well. It's quite cool. He's paying the biggest part of it. Just over half. We haven't decided on what one exactly yet. We just need to look at Amazon, see what they got. With Stu's help, because I ain't got a clue what's considered good and bad. Oh, it's 87. I thought I said 97. Oh yeah, no, I know he will. If you pardon the pun. He will know which one is good to you get. I know I could move the Frankenstein over to the dirt, but the constant having to move and fine tune the Frankenstein, I've discovered this is just a lot faster. The only difference is between this and sending it to the wash plant using this is it's slightly less of a drive, so it is saving money that way, time that way. Every few sections I would need to move the Frankenstein again, fine tune it, then there's always the risk that the dirt will move. Stuck. We'll move to Frankenstein. We had someone in chat yesterday, Sally, who was a subscriber of mine for years over on SadClown. That was quite a nice little surprise. I don't know. The sub alert hasn't been all that reliable. But the so and so has subbed to the ninja, has, you know, become part of the ninja army, isn't all that reliable at the moment. The donations come through fine, but when people subscribe, it's just not happening. I'm not sure what the issue is. I've been trying to look into it, but well, that changed quick. You know, I might as well send this one. It's only 90. It's already 93%. So that's the first swap. Just 200% to go out of the 300. Oh my god, I forgot I left it switched on. I always do that. I leave it switched on because I think it's going to save me a little bit of time, waiting for the engine to catch, you know. Then I forget that I've left it on, come back to the vehicle, and then go to turn on the engine, but what I actually do is turn it off. Speaking of engines catching and all of that sort of stuff, how did the MOT go? Or have you not heard yet? I don't know what's up with my voice today. It's not great. It's a costly one, is it? I don't even know why I turn off the vehicles, to be honest. I can just insta-fuel them from wherever they are, except for the bulldozer and drill. It's just a habit. So I don't know how good or bad a couple of hundred would be for an MOT. I've never owned a car in my life. I don't know how to drive IRL. Never been interested. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna leave it on. Screw it. I'm just not a car person. So how are you getting on with Dead Island, Stu? We're talking about the steering wheel. Oh. Oh, I see, Stu, I see. When you said that you was going to watch it after the stream, play it after the stream, I thought you meant yesterday's stream. Right, I thought you meant after I finished streaming last night that you was going to get onto the game. Oh, okay. Wait until you see me play the Dead Island itself. I get you. So much for leaving them on. Oh, crap. That was a waste of a bucket. Fuel is low, it's all good. I'm surprised it doesn't actually cost you anything to do the instant refill. Um, I mean, it's a nice kind of counterpoint to the fact that you have to pay a lot of really expensive prices in the beginning with the fuel prices. I was reading chat then. That's why I was going off that way. And I still have to pay a lot of fuel for the Frankensteins, conveyor belts, light trailers, large power generators, things like that. But for most of the vehicles, I can just get an Insta refill and it won't cost me a penny or time. Roll a cig real quick. Sorry guys, just checking something on my phone. I didn't know if nobody was chatting or if chat had messed up on me again. It seems to be working. I'm getting the same thing on my phone's YouTube as I am on the PC's one. Nobody loves me tonight. So Sally, Stu, Mark is having some. Why? Thank you, Stu. Thank you. Mark is having some difficulty trying to deciding what game his pick should be, and he's asked me to choose for him. Kind of negates the whole purpose of it being a thank you to the moderators, so that they for their support, so that you guys pick a game for the week. What do you two reckon Mark might like? Why, thank you, Sean. Look at that, Sally. I got the brothers. He says as he wiggles his eyebrows in a provocative way. So what? Let's see here. If Spy jumps on, I mean, he could just be. You can't see it at the moment. I'm on the Steam overlay. Ah, Spy is in the game now. Spy is playing again, so he hasn't got much to catch up with me again. Spy only needs less than 1,000 ounces to catch up with me, and he's in a different time zone, so he'll probably keep playing when I'm in bed. Streaming Geek needs 2,400 ounces, which he could be hoarding already, so I don't know. But as long as whoever it is below Streaming Geek has a significant drop below him, I have a chance. I have a good chance. As long as I can put through enough gold tomorrow during my day off. And I'm actually really glad that the leaderboards are ending this week and not next week, because I've got 5 days of working next week, so I'm looking like I'm going back to my full routine again. So I wouldn't have had anywhere near as much time to be able to compete. I just hope they don't decide last second to extend it again. I am kind of hoping though that all the gold I've got in this claim lasts long enough. Otherwise I've got to do another reset and prep tomorrow. It's going to take a lot of time. I've got 3 claims. Well, actually, technically, I think I own them all now. See, this one's already drilled out. I did that manually. Not that it's fantastic gold, it's Old Arnold. So, this one I haven't drilled out, but I do own this claim. And it's basically like Old Arnold, but a lot harder to traverse. A lot more bulldozing will be needed. This is not a very good map on Pine Valley, and I've done very little on the prepping anyway. If you remember, we decided to move forwards instead to this one. Got a couple of good ones over here. Which I will have to dig my way over to. If I can push enough overburden off of that strip, I can mine that up, send that through. But I'm not going to do this line. I'll just delete all of this section here, trying to get through to that. So it might be that having to delete all that little section will take up the time instead of having to do a complete reset. She is not playing anything, Stu. Not on Steam anyway. How's the pigeon? It was beautiful. Stu was right. Putting it in a pie was a really, really nice idea. All that flying back and forth made the meat really tender. Yeah, no, you done well. You done well, Spy, to get as high as you did. I had to do a lot today to get past you again, and I've only just managed it. By the time morning comes, you'll be ahead of me again. Less than 1,000 ounces. It's going to be a close one between you and me, Spy. Spy, what has, you should be able to see it, what's the gold amount for the name and the gold amount for position number 11? Could you do some spy work for me, Spy? No pigeons were hurt in the making of this stream. If I was to go out and just randomly hunt wild birds, we got so many seagulls that quite literally snatch. Like people come out of McDonald's with like trying to eat food. Seagulls will just fly down and snatch it out of their hands. 28,600. Oh, so that could still be then. Oh, damn it. Streaming Geek is only just above. Basically, what I was hoping for is there was a bigger difference than that between Streaming Geek and 11th place, so that because of work on Friday there could have been a chance for me to actually still remain in the top 10. I mean, I've still got tomorrow off from work. I was quite lucky that I had the 3 days back to back this week. I just need to put enough gold through. I'm just worried about if I run out of gold on here, the time it takes to do a new setup. Who is it? Who's got the 11th spot? I mean, I do feel sorry for the people who are in bed, time zone wise, who are in bed when the leaderboards close. They can't do that final push. Jamie. Oh, now see, Jamie, I think either does it in spits and spurts, or works and then goes hard when he gets home. Because I've seen him take his time, a long time, like a few days before, in between like large cleanouts. One shovel to destroy the wall. I need to sort out that disappearing dirt. It's getting a bit too much. How are we doing over here? We've just done a swap out, haven't we? Although we're already at 35%. That's pretty good. Save it. Load it. Also helps with the FPS fluctuations a little bit as well. Once leaderboard finishes, I'm not going to go strong doing it, and I won't do it on stream. It'll just be an off-stream thing, because I do still want to do some of that animating work for that intro-y bit. But just when I want a slight change, I think I might just start digging through all dirt, like just deleting all of this. There is an achievement. Let's have a look here. Dig 70% of each claim. I also need to drill 90% of each claim, which I think I can probably do right now real quick, actually. If it works just by buying them. So I own all the claims, yes. So I'm just going to buy a bunch of drills, see if that will work. Yeah, chat's still working, dude. Your message just came up. Is your one set to live chat or to top chat? If it's set to top chat, try changing it to live chat. It's got to be close, surely. Yeah, see, look. Either that's a really bad gold map in general, or it's a lot like old Arnold. That claim itself, unless it's a transition claim, not worth having. Not worth mining on. Hey! In too deep. Achievement unlocked. So that should be then. Yeah, drill 90% of every claim. I've got 1,820 hours in the game, and I've only just got done that. Oh, excuse me, just done that. I normally skip that claim as much as possible, so that cost me quite a bit of money, actually. Thankfully, I've got some in the bank anyway. Well, I've got some gold I can smelt up, I mean. Right, so let's have a look. Yeah, that needs a bit more bulldozing on this row here. Wrong vehicle. I so love the fact that there is no full damage. Especially because sometimes it can send you flying upwards when you get out of a vehicle. Technically, Stu, she hasn't cheated on you. I mean, unless there's something she's hiding. All she did was meet up with a friend for a coffee. I mean, she said it was a date, but that could just mean coffee date. You know, two friends meeting up for a coffee. Yeah. And besides, Stu, aren't you the one who got with someone and then split up with someone in all this time that you was meant to be with, quote unquote, meant to quote unquote be with Sally? Hmm. So who cheated on who, huh? Huh? So Spy, you gonna be there for the Mythbuster live stream? It should be Friday on this time schedule. He always loved you, Sally. He just wanted to keep his options open. I don't know. Oh, that's fair enough, though. I mean, leaderboard's over. I can understand people wanting to have a rest. I just think it'd be a nice way to close out the week. There's all this controversy about whether digging from the bottom up is losing gold or not, and if whether you can do it or if digging from the top down is the best way to go. So I'm going to try out both methods on the same square of dirt and see how much. Well, I should be streaming a lot earlier in the day. Leaderboards over here finish at 8:30, 6 o'clock. Sorry, we think. Right now it is 9:30 p.m. So 3.5 hours ago will be the time that leaderboards should be ending for us. As soon as I finish work at 4. I'm going to get home as quickly as possible and try and jump on for the last sort of hour, just over an hour of the leaderboard. Finish it out on the stream. Then I'll probably take a break for a little while and then later on jump back on stream to do the Mythbuster thing. And then I'm not going to live stream Saturday because today's normally a day that I take off from streaming just to break it up a little bit. Yeah, like I said, because you know what I mean, don't you? It's like everyone there's this big argument about whether or not digging like this is okay, or if you end up losing a lot of dirt. Like if I did it from the very bottom for a full sort of cliff-sized chunk of dirt, whereas others say you lose gold and dirt when you do it. You need to be digging down from the top in layers. So I'm gonna get a square of dirt highlighted. I'm going to save the game. Then I'm going to use one of the two methods to dig. Run it through the wash plant, and then process the gold. Find out how much we got. Then I'm going to reset, like not reset the claim, but reload the save, and dig using the other method. Do the same. There will need to be a relative margin for error in regards to the gold collection, of course. But we'll see how much of a difference there are. How much of a difference there is, and if there's not much difference either way, then it doesn't matter, and you may as well just dig like this the entire leaderboard season. What do you mean a dual one? You'll do it as well? Oh, okay. Yeah. See if you can get similar results. Would need the same gold map though. Or, well, not necessarily, I suppose. We can just see, you know, what the difference is between the two methods after the clean out is done. Just make sure, obviously, there's 100% clean wash plant, nothing lingering in the dirt, and make sure you jot down your number so you don't forget it. If you are around and you did do that spy, that would be that'd be really helpful. I mean, think about it. If digging from the ground upwards with this front end loader is the same as digging in layers, it will be so much faster just using this all the time. You can just get so much dirt chugged through so quickly. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's the same square, same amount of gold or not on both of our attempts. As the information, the difference should show in the gold cleanouts, whether it's relatively the same for both digging methods or not. So that will be my usual stream time. I'll do that. So so far I've been streaming an hour. So if you take away an hour from now, that will be the time I start streaming on Friday for the myth busting. And the reason why I won't just do it straight away after the leaderboard finishes is it all depends on how much I've got left on the map. I might need to do some prep work. Might even need to be Old Arnold or something. Just easier gold to get to. Like, it depends on how much I got left on this claim. And the reason there will be a relative margin for error is you can never be 100% accurate as to the square that you're digging, you know. You could end up grabbing some of the sides of a wall or something to that effect. I don't want to... I'm just going to continue digging like this for the moment, purely and simply because the wash plant's going to be full very soon. And I just want to keep chucking little bits through rather than wait for the dump truck there to fill up. I have changed where I'm doing my gold cleanouts, like where I'm processing the buckets now. I found an easier place to do it. Not a huge space to do it, but do you remember that accidental bucket storage that I did that time, Sally? When I accidentally dug that small chunk out of the ground, and I just kept chucking buckets into that. Well, there is a hard pan version of that. There's bedrock version of that on this claim that I can use. The same purpose with the full buckets. So even though it's a small area for processing, I've got that little kind of bucket storage area, so it doesn't take up a lot of room with buckets. It's got to be close by now. Come on. There we go. Right, I'm going to let the conveyor belts run dry. Wait for the sluice box. Great. You know what? Let's deal with the sounds now. I did click it. Stop. Thank you. Little happy little jump. Oh, before I start doing any of that, I think I'm gonna process. I'm gonna smelt. Gonna smelt my gold, so we have a clean slate for the collection. Won't take long. Dancing to the music as best I can. Should be collecting a nice little pile, right? Little tower. Ah, damn it! I was, but it messed up. Oh, piddly little 86-ounce bar going to be the last one. I still lose a bit of gold. Still quite a bit. I mean, especially 340, not 312. Ah, look at the difference. That should be another 1.5 mil, I reckon. The price is pretty... Wow. The price is very good. Holy crap. $1.6 mil. 1.7 million plus change. That failed. See? Little bucket storage area. All of them. That's fine, Stu. That's all good, dude. Yeah, so that cleanup I did just before the live stream ended, where it was 700 and something ounces. Oh, it started, sorry. That row of mats was sitting here. So I missed out a third of a bucket from this oh, excuse me, I got hiccups. From this section here. Good. I feel that's like that's still going to be loud. Let's turn the machines down a bit further. one along. Wrong side. I hate how thin they can be sometimes. You know what? I want to keep track of that bucket. I want to do that bucket on its own. Just run it through 100. You know what? I'm going to chuck it in while I'm doing the rest of the clean out. I want to find out how much is in that bucket, because split in two, he doesn't run these after a point, and I just want to see how much is actually in the bucket. If it's, cause, I mean, we've all seen how much he does. There are various prices depending on how good a quality the steering wheel is. Stu is helping out with £30. Was that full? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I'm gonna add 20 towards it. It's not gonna be the best steering wheel, far from it, but it's something at least, you know. I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to grab a steering wheel or a new, better controller, but we kind of angled towards a steering wheel. I've got a controller, and it's not a fantastic controller, but I do have one. I just don't have a steering wheel though. $20 ounces. Okay. Bear that in mind for the moment. We'll wait and see how much the rest of the clean out is. The only reason I've been running these is these mats. Back on, say, Old Arnold, when you got a tier 1 wash plant. It's not very often with this size wash plant and on this claim, you know. But a tier 3 wash plant, which is the basic model of this version. These mats are normally really good because the jigs do such a bad job, and well, it's all such low things, so this catches a lot of the gold that spills out. But if this is a good clean out and we only have 20 ounces out of these mats, I can see why he's not doing them. It's a time waste. Like I said, Sally, as to the price of a steering wheel, I don't know yet. We're aiming at about £50 total, if we can. Stu's going to help me pick. He was going to get me one from Argos and have it sent over to a store nearby. But my store down here is still closed from lockdown. It never reopened. It hasn't reopened yet. So if this is a really good clean out, say, let's say 500 ounce clean out or more, then it is really not worth having the sluice runs on the end at all. And I can see why he's not doing them. 20 ounce bucket plus, let's get a total actually. Let's chuck this one in as well. Is it that one? Yeah. $28 ounces. So if this is like a, holy crap! Thank you, Sally. That made me jump. That would be about £20, I think, roughly. Thanks a lot. £20, £30, something like that. Thank you. Like, those things keep making me jump. It's funny. 30. Well, thanks a lot, Sally. Really. And Stu as well, man. Both of you. Thank you. Yeah, so this is a 500 ounce clean out or more. I'd say they're not worth it. If it's a 400 ounce clean out and I got that 28 ounces, then, you know, every ounce counts with a clean out like that. But this is really good gold as well. So maybe it's the point that this system is catching almost everything. This is the last resort mats. Anything, if this doesn't work at catching the gold, this is where you're going to find most of it. So I can understand then why he doesn't do it, because the amount of time it takes to do these individual little ones is horrendous. I'm going to put these back before I forget again. What the hell? Let's grab that bucket. Turn that off for a minute. So these are really good squares. I would love to have something in the region. Oh, a cigarette while I do this. Have something in the region of 600-700 ounces. Again, I'll be putting 20 towards it as well, Stu. Unless we can get the one we was aiming at and get a half decent controller too. I don't know. I'll leave it in your hands, like what you recommend. Bear in mind that the steering wheel would only probably be used with games like American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, racing games. Oh, Wendy doesn't have crap. If that's the case, then why am I wearing these headphones? These £10 pre-owned headphones that takes me about, I don't know, 3-4 minutes before the stream starts to actually get the sound coming through the headphones and not continuing to come out the speaker. you remember when my headphones broke and I got a cheap pair and I sent a picture in Discord? Ah, no, wrong side. I mean, this one doesn't even have a volume dial on the headphones. If you really want me to take the piss with this, my technically speaking, my Oculus being the lowest version of it compared to what else is out and about now is complete crap. Well, we're at 600 ounces already, so I'm definitely going to be getting rid of these mats. Oh. No, wait, that should still work. I'll have a look in a bit. Because I was thinking about the workers. If I still had them on there, but the whole thing's detached, I'm hoping that I'll still get the wash plant bonus. This is a very good clean out. No, not at all. I'm not sitting here making a Christmas list. My birthday's before Christmas. Oh, just shy of 800 ounces. Hey! I'm back beyond Kagura again. Although it's only a 600 ounce difference. It's 10 o'clock. There is a chance for a secondary clean out. Spy, you need 1,300 to catch up. I remember a time when Aru was like top of the board. I need a woman's lady t-shirt. What? What makes you say that? Oh, I know, Sally. We just haven't... The merch isn't listed because what we set up was only testings. They're not the final images. We're just seeing how it would look, how it would work. There's a lot of other stuff that I can get if I've got a premium account. I'll tell you what, if you're still available after the stream, I will do a screen share on Discord, and I'll show you what's available and what isn't, so you can sort of get an idea. Assuming, of course, it's not too late and you don't need to go to bed. Right, so that was weird. My music just cut out. 4.5% wash plant performance. So I'm going to detach these, and if I go oh, where's my other one? There. Okay, so if I do that, that's still a 4.5. Not work until 12 tomorrow. Oh, that's cool. That's good. Just in there, out the way. No, not there. I need access to the buckets. I had to look back then. I missed your comment asking Stu if he was playing. I had to double check to see what he was replying to. Right, so it was 4.5. If it's still 4.5, then that's fine. Okay, so we don't need to worry about them now. So that will save time, a good deal of time. No, I'm on the wrong side. There it is. What's that, Stu? I'm worse than your mental age when making a mess. Right, so I need to do overburden here. Here. How's my fuel on here right now? This one doesn't auto refuel itself when it runs out, or when I can't force it to refuel itself that way. might as well stop this for a second while it's doing its thing. While I'm doing this. Oh crap, I need to get my excavator out of the way. Not much out of the way, just a little bit. Moved it out of the way and it's still interfering. It's all good. It was just that small bit of dirt there that pushed me out of the way. Speaking of pushing out the way, I actually need to get over to that bit as well. Let's start down this end. I need to get this excavator a little bit of extra space when it's backing up onto this square. You guys haven't really seen me do much of this, have you? Took a lot of practice to get this working alright, to be able to do this properly. Believe it or not, this is actually a very difficult machine to use in this game properly, to use it well. Otherwise the ground is all at different height levels. Because the blade can go all the way down to like this, there's actually different you have to get the blade just right in order to make it level and not just drop down at an angle. It's a lot easier on keyboard and mouse when you're controlling the blade, because the blade isn't going to slip. With the controller, the left analog stick is for steering left and right, but the up and down on that same analog is the blade height, so the blade itself can change just when you're turning. Whereas obviously on keyboard you just keep it in one place. You don't even need to touch that key again until you want to change the height of things that you're moving, the level of the dirt. If the blade is just slightly too high, you'll start building a ramp upwards. like that. End up with holes everywhere. Yeah, can do. If you're not careful. Thing is, if there's a dip in the land, like down there, if I tried to push this forwards, it wouldn't level it straight away on a downward slope. It would try to create a bridge instead, like a flat surface that is on the level, like trying to make a heightened bridge. I don't know how else to explain it really. I don't want to do it now because I'm going to need access through there later to get to the waterfall area. Maybe if I don't manage to finish digging out all the gold in between, all the crap dirt in between. Some vehicles might need light traders. I'll need to get the light traders through. That's what I'm thinking of. Oh, I know it's only small, but that little spike there can cause a lot of trouble. If if it was in between the tracks of my excavator, it can stop my excavator dead. It gets caught up on it so easily. Well, at least you know if they ever add flooding into the game, I can build a decent wall to protect it. Or if they actually no, if they ever make it so you've got to build settling pools, at least you know I can build high enough walls to stop the water from overflowing over the top. That would be a really nice addition to the game, I think, if they added the necessity for settling pools. Well, like I said, this took a lot of practice. And this is relatively smooth dirt anyway. I mean, there are some hillocks, but there's not a lot. And they're not very steep. There's a slight incline. So I'm not going to be going for any of that. That's fine. So I can just push this out in that direction now. Go backwards with it. And I'll show you in a moment the sort of effect it's had. So let's see, you remember roughly how much overburden there was on these? There's still quite a bit there, as you can see, but it is slightly less. I'm not going to get any more overburden gone yet, because if this plane would be, this section that's highlighted right now would end up being lower than what the excavator's sitting on. So if the excavator tries to back up, it's going to be tilting. What I'll do is, once I finish digging the section that it's currently on, I will then remove some more overburden on this section, ready for the excavator. This is just like a call it like a pre-prep. Okay, that's cool, dude. I mean, I don't really chat on Steam anyway, so I have all notifications turned off for Steam for streaming purposes. All sounds and pop-ups are normally disabled. My, what a big chunk of dirt. It won't let me shift it. Oh. There we go. That spike there, did you see how that slowed me down before? This one. Just that one little spike of dirt. Oh my god. I've literally only just remembered. I used to have like toy sets of things like this when I was a kid, and I used to have like, I don't know how big an amount, but I used to have like little fish tank gravel to dig around, to move. It was, you know, just the remote controlled or anything like that. It was literally just plastic toy models that you move with your hands. But oh my god, I hadn't thought about that in decades. Tonka toys, yeah, exactly. Hey Greg, how you doing, man? Something along the lines. If it wasn't Tonka, it was a cheap imitation. I can't remember, you know. I mean, it was probably almost 30 years ago. But yeah, no, I sit out. I can remember sitting on my aunt and uncle's balcony, just moving gravel, like fish tank gravel around, using these toys. It might have been one of those. Again, it might have been just a cheap imitation. I don't know. You know, at that age, you don't really care. You don't know the make and models of them. You know, it's just toys. Something to entertain you. And back then, of course, TV was limited. I think 4 channels back then. If you didn't have satellite TV. They might have had metal parts to them. I couldn't tell you. But you're right though. Back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, it would have had metal on them as well. That'll do for now, and I can lower that down another level later on. So how you doing, Greg? You still haven't put anything through yet. That's fair enough. That's fine. That's fine. It's not a problem. And when I say you had to move everything by hand, I mean everything. It didn't have a thumb on it, on the excavator. It didn't have a thumb. But I had to move that bit by hand, that bit by hand, that bit, everything. You know, just I don't think it's swiveled on its tracks the way you can in dig mode, like this. But I think I had to move it like that. But still. No, Greg. Sky TV, like one of those little satellite dishes that attaches to the side of the house. I went the wrong way. I wanted this. But terrestrial TV, we only had 4 channels back then, I think. Channel 5 wasn't added until the 90s. And Freeview was definitely not a thing. Freeview was closer to 2000. No, you had cable more than you had those little dishes, didn't you? But I remember having the channels from those little satellites because my nan and granddad had access to things like Cartoon Network. Mark, are you lurking again? He might be. He tends, if there's nobody chatting, he will jump in. If no one's saying anything, he will jump in and save the chat. But the second some other people start getting in there, he disappears. Yeah. That's pretty much what we had. You know, I'm the eldest of 6, so my earliest version of a TV in my own room was just like a portable television with, again, rabbit ears on it. But it was a rather unique portable. It was in black and white. Don't get me wrong, it was in black and white. That wasn't for lack of colour TVs or anything like that. It was just one that my parents had. And I had no problem with it. I remember staying up watching snooker on it as a child and still knowing what ball was what. But for its channel changing, it had a turn dial. And if you tugged on the turn dial, the screen went black and it turned into a radio. An AM FM radio. Jimmy White. I was watching. I was actually last night as I was. I put it on sometimes to drift off to sleep, like watching it as I drift off. But last night I was watching whilst I was falling asleep, the 2020 championship. I haven't finished it yet, so don't tell me who wins. I can't even remember who it was placing offhand. I want to say it was Ronnie, but I can't remember who the opponent was. Or is. I used to love watching Big Break. A snooker game show. A snooker based game show. That was awesome. Hosted by Jimmy White. Right, so Greg, tomorrow I'm going to be doing that Mythbuster episode on my normal stream time, but earlier in the day, somewhere around 4 to 5 o'clock, hopefully, my time. I won't be able to schedule it because I won't know exactly what time I get home from work. But somewhere around 5 o'clock, give or take, basically, I'm going to be jumping on for the end of on a stream for the end of the leaderboards. Then around my normal stream time, I mean, I know that the end of the leaderboards is going to be really early for you, so I understand if you didn't want to pop in for that. I'm doing that Mythbuster one towards the end at my normal stream time tomorrow, and Spy, if he's about, says he might do the same thing himself and tell me what his results are. If you're interested, because you wanted to learn the best way to run through a leaderboard season, and this will explain. This should show the most efficient way of digging, whether it's top down layer by layer or just grabbing it all from the bottom. Oh, okay. This is 2 hours. I've been streaming for 2 hours so far. And if you get home about now, it will be 2 hours in tomorrow's live stream. Yeah, tomorrow being Thursday. Yeah, I do. Oh my god, what's going on with my frames here? Oh, that's horrible. I do archive my streams. Oh, itchy nose. But I might do it on a couple of squares anyway. Like do one square with both methods after cleaning out the gold, find out what I've got, and then if I've got another square readily available, I might do another one to verify my results. Yeah, oh, did I say tomorrow? I meant Friday. I'm streaming as normal tomorrow. Sorry. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I thought I said Friday. No, I meant Friday. So I'll be home from work on Friday and I only have time for maybe an hour live stream if I can get back quick enough. Because my daughter will be at her mum's, so I can just jump straight on stream. Then I'll take a break until my normal streaming time and then I'll do the Mythbuster. Oh, I have found out though, Greg. Here's something for you, okay? So my gold total up top right there, 790, was my last clean out on really good squares. The hog pan thingies that are here, I processed those buckets separately. After cleaning both sets, I only got 19 ounces of gold from them. On a top tier wash plant, 19 ounces of gold, you don't need them. They're pointless. I think they're only worth having on the first tier wash plant, maybe the second tier, just so you can grab those extra few ounces to get to the top tier. Right, so let me work this out here. What's the time for you right now, Greg? What time is it for you right this second? Something 35. Five 5:30 for you right now. Okay. So 5 hours difference. It's 10:35 for me right now. So all going well. If I get home quick enough and can jump on stream quick enough, I should be on Friday. Should be jumping on stream for you for the final of the leaderboard somewhere in the region of midday. So somewhere around midday for you, give or take. Just keep an eye out for the stream. If you've got notifications turned on, great. You'll get notified. This is if you wanted to see the final results, sort of thing. I mean, it might be a little earlier than 12. It might not by much. It would be like 10-20 minutes tops. Might be a little later in the same. So give or take 20 minutes, sort of thing. But around 12 o'clock, midday for you. That is assuming that I have the UK time for the leaderboard end time correct. The leaderboard end UK time, assuming I've got the right time for that, then yeah, that should be about an hour left of the leaderboards for me by the time I get home from work, give or take 20 minutes. Also, Greg, have you been practicing your bulldozing? Because it takes some getting used to, trying to work out how to do it just right. Not yet. You entered season 3 last night. Spent the time setting back up your wash plant. Alright, so my advice, because I know that you're not worried about where you're going to be on the leaderboards, because you're only just sort of testing, finding out what's good, what's bad, all of that sort of stuff. You've got the money. My advice would be rent out Rivertown. It's a very uneven land there. Some very rough terrain on Rivertown. So rent that out. Drill it all, or pay to get it drilled. Then select it in little sections like I've done here, and flatten those sections out. Save it before you try each section, and then move on to another section. The next section could be a higher bench, could be a lower bench. It doesn't matter. Just work on making little benches of flat terrain to be on. Just always, like I said, make sure you save before each little bench, because it does take some getting used to, and you might need a restart. It'd be a lot easier than trying to fix a mistake, because the blade can go too far into the dirt and you end up on a down slope, and you don't want that. Oh yeah, I never turned my sounds back up, did I? And the reason why I think I'm saying you should practice your bulldozing is you need to be able to push overburden away, so that most of what you're putting through the wash plant system then is gold. Obviously make sure you've got some sort of fuel tank over there as well on that claim, just so you can keep going. If memory serves, after this leaderboard there'll be a 4 to 6 week gap before the next one. So you got time. That was loud. Sorry. I'm really worried about Kagura overtaking me again. Streaming Geek still hasn't put anything through, nor has Jamie, otherwise he would have taken over Streaming Geek. So either they are both holding buckets or they're just not playing right now. How many buckets have you got so far, Spy? It all depends, Sally, on how much I can put through tomorrow during the day. tomorrow's going to be crucial for me because, like I said, I'm working on Friday. Oh, I wonder. I'm going to try something here. Hold on. I don't know if this will be a help or a hindrance, so we'll see. Oh, sorry, hold on. I scratched my nose and my nose ring just spun around and one side of it just halfway up my nose. There we go. I've got a horseshoe in my septum. Let's run that through the plant. Alright, let's do it this way. Make sure I've got the right thing selected. There we go. I've already put buckets through, so you're not hoarding at the moment then. I didn't notice your number increase. Like, there's a lot for your eye to try and catch in that split second that you load up the leaderboard. So obviously I didn't see it. I'm really hoping, Greg, that the doing great part is not just the fact that you're home, it's the fact that you're at my stream. I mean, I'm guessing that Split is streaming right now, and it actually, I want to say thank you. It means a lot to me that you're here rather than at his stream. I mean, we all know he's a lot better than at this than me. So the fact that you're here rather than there, it's greatly appreciated. I mean, let me have a look here. It doesn't say he's online, but he could just be invisible. I've got that game, Stu. I got Farming Sim 219. Got bored of it pretty quick, to be honest. I think it's 219 I got, or is it an earlier version I've got? Hold on, that's going to bug me now. Oh no, I've got 17. You're hoarding map buckets only. That's fair enough. So I'm your primary, Split's your secondary. Dude, thank you so much. Seriously. Okay, so this isn't helping. There's too much dirt here for me to push. It's too big an amount. Too big of an amount for me to actually push back for my excavator to dig up. Okay, so that's a hindrance, not a help. But no, Greg, seriously, man, that does actually mean a lot. I mean, he's obviously a superior GoldRush player. He's been streaming a lot more than me. He's got a better streaming manner than I do. I mean, I recognise that, and I'll happily concede to that point. But it really does mean a lot, man. Thank you. Cheers, dude. It actually makes it worth. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I'm having fun at a stream, chatting with you guys, chilling out, that's worth the stream right there. But knowing something like that makes it all the more worthwhile, you know. It means that I'm actually making a difference with the streaming. Especially as nobody was watching my videos, so I'm kind of sticking to streaming for now, seeing how that goes. So that obviously means that I'm assuming that my streaming mannerisms and the way I stream basically is a lot better than the way I talk and commentate when I'm recording. Which is a shame, because I do like to edit the videos. I like editing. That's why I like doing animations. I like the editing process. No, absolutely fine, Stu. Go get some sleep, man. If it was that bad, you should have said earlier on. I would have told you to sod off myself. In the nicest possible way, of course. Stu, just make sure your phone is on silent. I'll be giving Sally a call in the group chat later on after the stream. If Mark's still about, or if Mark is about, he'll join in, you see, that way. So try. Right, Stu, here's a quick question for you, like a diagnosed kind of question. With me, certain headaches make my eyes feel too big. Is that what it's like for you right now? Does your eye feel hot and too large for the eye socket? If that is the case, try putting some frozen veg or something to the eye itself. And believe it or not, with me at least, my eye feels like it's shrunk a little bit, and you actually get some I want to say they're tears just coming out, just a little bit of water coming out the eye, basically. Just where I think it's shrinking, if it is just a tiny bit, and then any of that excess water was coming out as a tear. And it does help, believe it or not. Only if that is the case, though. And your eye will only shrink to a certain point, of course. But it helps to relieve a little bit of the pressure if that is the case. But then again, with me, I'm one of those people who can... I don't know if you've seen Ace Ventura or not, but put the finger to the eye and poke it and wiggle it around, because I've got excess space in my eye socket. I can't take anti-inflammatory. I get diarrhea off them. Like ibuprofen gives me diarrhea. Sorry, I know it's not a pleasant thing to talk about on the stream. And with and with me at the very least, again, because I know everyone's different. The cold on the eye is a more almost instantaneous relief, whereas you've got to wait for anti-inflammatories to work. I mean, I'm not a doctor. If you want to ignore my advice, feel free, 100%. It's purely and simply what works for me. Looking at the fuel on there, that is the first swap. Took about 20 minutes, that's not bad. I had a day earlier where I'd put through about 2,000 yards of dirt, but I'd also had 2 clean outs. So if I hadn't have done those clean outs, I probably could have gotten through about 2,500 yards of dirt. I think my best is somewhere in the region of 2,000 yards. If I'm going a little slower than normal, I tend to average about 1.5. I couldn't begin to tell you how Split can do 5,000 yards in a day and quickly run over to his wash plant and chuck through... What the hell am I doing? Chuck through mats as well. Through the Nuggetator. And, you know, head on over, look on over at the chat. Respond to that. I mean, when it comes to this game, that guy's a beast. I mean, he's been with this game since it was a closed beta, I think. He was an official bug tester for them originally. There's an idea worth testing. Hold on. I'm going to head on over to my wash plant. Let me turn down my sounds for a second. Right, so we know we can't put a gold nuggetator here or here. We can put it on step ladders or steps, ladders, slope, whatever the hell that is. but we can't put it on here. Can we put it so you got legs on here and on the edge here, so spanning across the gap? Yeah, I know. And back at that point, you could just have hundreds of workers just collecting gold on one hog pan area. There also used to be tailings, like the S-Rocks sluice box would chuck out tailings and it would all pile up. I didn't have the game back then, but I've seen. I went back and watched some of Split's older streams. And I like the idea of the tailings. I think it's a nice thing to have in the game. But unfortunately, I mean, we all know how intensive this game is as it is right now because of the moldable dirt. Try throwing in the tailings as well, and that's just, yeah, your computers would explode. People would get it on the consoles would die. There also used to be a cheat to just give yourself gold as well. That was before $1 mode, I believe. I've seen one of Split's older streams where he said he was explaining about a flaw with the Frankensteins, and he didn't want to show us how it was done, but he wanted to show us what could happen. So he gave us the "Be Right Back" screen, loaded up a Frankenstein in a certain way, then turned it on, and then the gold travelled from the hopper slowly to the end. The second it got to the end, all the dirt on the Frankenstein, it basically exploded. And all dirt on the Frankenstein scattered across the entire claim, altering every drilled spot slightly. There weren't even wavetables originally. No, sorry, not wavetable. Not wavetables. I don't know if there was wavetables originally. There wasn't gold nuggetators originally. That's what I was trying to get at. And you had to manually stop the magnetite separator, or when a bucket was full, otherwise you'd lose gold. I didn't play during those bugs, but I didn't have it then. (2,028 yards plus clean out). I don't know why, but I'm not liking Kagura. I mean, he's done nothing to me, and he's as much a rival this season as you have been, Spy. But for some reason, I just don't like the concept of battling against him. I don't know what it is. It's just an irrational dislike. That's all it is. You know, he's not done anything to me. It's just a pointless, no reason behind it dislike. You know what, I'm going to turn that machine down a little bit, as I'm going to be doing this a lot. So, wow, hello. I just looked over. Hello, lurkers. How are you all doing? Welcome. If you are subscribers, welcome back. If you're not, feel free. You know, if you're liking what you're seeing, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell icon. Get notified of my live streams. Either way, I appreciate the fact that you've stopped on by. Thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. But to those who are active chatters and subscribers and so on, for the next 3 weeks after this, games are pretty much set. I'm doing a thank you for your support to my moderators. They've done a lot for me in recent weeks, and I'm giving them a week. They're picking a game, and I'm going to be streaming that game for a week, like each of them individually. So after that, though, anyone have any suggestions for what they might like to see streamed after next? Next week is going to be Dead Island. Stu has yet to see it, and he took a brief look at it when I mentioned it to him. I know it's an old game, but he liked the look of it, and he'd like to see it played. Week after that, Sally, what was it you said? Killing Floor? No, it wasn't Killing Floor. Hold on, I can check it up. Night of the Dead. I told Mark we can't do Twister. Now, Mark doesn't actually know what he wants. He's trying to get me to pick for him because he's being really indecisive about it. I'm trying to figure out what he might like the best. I was thinking he would enjoy something fun, stupid, and weird. And to me, that's Overlord. Yeah, no, Sally, that's fine. If that's your pick, that's your pick. I'm not going to quibble it. That's what you want to see. That's what's going to be streamed on your week. I suggested Overlord to Mark, and he was still just whatever you want. I'm trying to get across the point that it's not whatever I want; it's what he wants. It's a thank you for the support, you know. But he's got a couple of weeks to figure it out, so. But I can't play Twister on my own. I have hypermobility as it is. So even with just one other person, I have an advantage. And it's not a PC game anyway, so. I don't know. I think I've got DLC for it. Hold on, let's have a quick look. Not Riptide. There we go, that one. Properties. I have Bloodbath, Ripper, and Rider White DLC. It just says Dead Island in my games list, but I have those 3 DLC. I don't know if there's any more. Store page. Hydroneer. I haven't played it since some of the updates. Oh no, I played it when they added in. I streamed it when they added in the crafting updates where you had to go and get the blueprints and all of that sort of thing. I haven't played it since. I haven't played the condensed gem aspect of it. I don't have the definitive edition itself. I just have 3 DLC. I haven't played it in years, so in fact you can't even get just the basic version of it anymore. Yeah, so I can't actually. It's going to be a lot harder if I wanted to buy individual DLC for it. So it doesn't look like I can buy individual DLC anymore. I would have to buy the definitive edition. But to be honest though, you know, Ripper mod's pretty decent. I do love the heated blades as well. Like super heated samurai sword. Or butcher knife. Meat cleaver. Meat cleaver that's like that cauterizes the wounds as you chop. I mean, Stu has picked up the game and he'll play it once I've done the streams. But he's got it on console, so I'm going to be playing it solo. But yeah, so next week, 5 days of Dead Island. The week after that, 5 streams of Night of the Dead. And then the week after that, 5 streams of an as yet undefined game. Mark's pick. Hoodoo Voodoo. It's been a long time since I played Dead Island, so if that's a reference to the game, you're going to have to explain, I'm afraid. I think it's quite literally been years. But also, Fiber Optic Hell. Welcome, dude. Welcome, man. Appreciate the input. I will probably be asking this on a few streams to get a few different opinions so we can get like a rough idea of what people want right now. Like I said, it will be in 3 weeks' time. More than 3 weeks' time. Week 4, basically. Not including this week. Oh, okay. You see, I'm not great when it comes to remembering song names anyway. But the closest thing to rap that I have ever liked is Aerosmith, Run DMC, Walk This Way. Or the old school rock songs. I say old school, not as old as that, but old school rock songs that are slightly rap, like Deftones, Back to School. They've got some slight rap part to it. Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit. Thank you very much, Spy. Appreciate it. It all helps, seriously. Even if people here forget to like the video, the mere fact that we got a constant stream of chat helps make YouTube show people that I'm streaming who aren't part of my subscriber base. It helps with the algorithms. The constant chat, meaning people are obviously liking the stream. Thumbs up or thumbs down means that a rating has happened, which means YouTube is more likely to want to put that forth when it comes to people searching for a certain game if I'm playing that game. Of course, sharing obviously helps. Sharing links, whether it's through a share button or you're copying the link and just giving it to a mate saying, hey, I think you're going to like this guy. Anything and everything to help that like that just helps, and I really appreciate it, everybody. Thank you. I mean, even if you're not doing any of that, you're here. So my watch time is increasing. The amount of people here, that those two things also help with the algorithms on YouTube. So even if you're just watching and lurking, it still helps. So no matter what way you guys are helping right now, thank you. I'm a small channel and it is all a really, really big help. I really do appreciate it. If I could, I would give you all a thumbs up in return. I know that's cheesy. You want a hug, Sally? I don't know if you'd want a hug from me. You said you're quite short, and it might overemphasize the difference in our height. In that case, fiber optic hell, I seriously really do appreciate the extra lengths you're going. You're going the extra mile just to chat. Thank you. Really, really thank you. Cities Skylines, I haven't played that in a while either. I have been known to oh my god. I am most known by people who have sat here and watched me do that, play that game before, to flood cities accidentally because I'm trying to put in flood protection walls against the riverbanks. Well, to be honest, my daughter is 5'10" and I call her a midget. So GTA, I don't know. I played how long have I played GTA 5 for? Let's have a quick look here. I've got 780 hours on GTA and I just got bored of it. It doesn't tell me how long it's been since I've played it, but it's been a long time. I popped in briefly when they added in the casino. I spun the wheel once, got something crap, and then I left. The reason why I think I got so bored of it so quickly is, well, I've done all the bunker missions. I can't remember everything else that I've done offhand, but I was flicking through servers and I landed on one that somebody had hacked and was just dishing out money to everyone. I wasn't on there long because I didn't want to lose out on stuff I already had prior to that. But within that time I had several million, like 20-25 million. So I got a bunker, I own warehouses. I just got bored of it really quick. Yeah, it does. It does. Although I do know a way to create your own private server. Well, I can make it so that you're playing online solo until someone else joins, and then you can just do it again. There's a little way of doing it that you can just, it disconnects you from a server you're on and then reconnects you in the blink of an eye, so you don't even notice that you've disconnected. It looks like everybody else on your server left. That's the messages that pops up. Everybody else leaves you, but you're still online and you are on a server on your own. As a result, it creates a new server. It's public still, so people can randomly join, but it's just doing something with, it's not Task Manager, but it's something close to Task Manager. I can't remember what it's called offhand. But I used to do that just so I could do my merchandise runs and do my resupplies for my nightclub without any problems from other drivers or other players. So whilst I appreciate the suggestion, I am probably not going to be doing GTA 5. At least not for a long time yet. I'd have to really put myself or get myself into the right mood to do GTA 5 again. The only way I'd probably do it, because if I did do it, I wouldn't want to do it back to back for many streams. I have a Patreon, most YouTubers do. Right now, the only people that are in it are 2 of my moderators, and that's fine. You know, not everyone can afford it to do it, to pay a YouTuber a subscription, and I completely understand that. But once we start getting a few more people in, I will start doing 1 live stream a week, private for Patreons only. And once we get about 7 Patreons in total, that'll be enough funding to funnel straight into paying for 2 game servers, both for the same game, but it'll be for different areas of the world. So maybe if we get to the point with the Patreons for the private live streams, I'll do GTA then. You know, so that I'm not getting flooded by the game itself. That's absolutely fine, Fiber. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Appreciate it. Good luck. Haha, I said it first, Sally. Nah, 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 nah. Or, or in the words of Mork, aka Robin Williams, nano nano. I'm a big kid. Mark's bigger. Okay, that sounds wrong. Mark is taller and younger. Though he's not a kid per se. Emotionally, mate. I'm going to try and get this clean out happening. We are on the 3rd set of mats and buckets right now. So I'm going to do that, do a clean out, and then I think that's going to be a live stream for tonight, guys. Let's find out how much we've got left to go. %67 to go. So we'll bang that out. Do a clean out. We're not all giants. We are average. No. We're not giants. We are freakishly tall dwarfs. You're just a midget giant. I'm 6'1", Stu. I'm the same height as you. Mark's taller. What is a midget giant? It's like it's a giant that is abnormally short. It's like a freakishly tall dwarf. It's like the opposite of a freakishly tall dwarf. Either way, they both look average. I've recently been watching The Almighty Johnsons, and both of those concepts were in that show. It's a show about reincarnated Norse god spirits in the bodies of humans. These people have powers and everything, but there's also like dwarfs and giants. So that's where I heard, you know, there was two people. There was a giant and a dwarf trying to hide in plain sight amongst the humans, so to speak. And the giant was like a midget giant because it was average sized, like an average sized person, sort of. And the dwarf was like super tall, so it was a freakishly tall dwarf. Anyway, Stu, I thought you were going to go get some sleep, dude. Rest your head, man. Oh, stop. Thank you. Trying to decide whether I should actually buy the definitive edition of Dead Island for next week. It's not a lot, it's only like, I think it was like £12, but I've already got a copy of it. Not the definitive edition, but I got Dead Island with some DLC already. I might give it a miss. The definitive edition. I'm only going to be doing it for a week, and I haven't played it for years, so the likelihood is I'm not going to keep coming back to it unless it's for live streams. Landlord Super. I wonder how Landlord Super's doing in terms of the tenant. The way they've equalised. Have they equalised the tenant part of it? Like made it smoother, made it work better. I know that. I think I did read a patch note at one point saying that the tenants can't break stuff during the night now. I think. Like they can't break the roofing during the night or something to that effect. But it's kind of weird though. I was having a lot more fun with that game before they added in the tenants. When all you had to do was repair the original house. That was it. That was a lot of fun for me. Especially that speed run when I accidentally left some of the building materials on the van, sent Winston on his way, and I had to wound up chasing him down the road trying to unlock the items so I can carry them back to the work site. But the speed run of it wasn't too bad though. That was a decent time, I think. Well, now I want a pint of Guinness. Talking about Landlord Super. Let me guess, Sally, you got a couple of cans of your own personal favourite right there. Oh my god, okay, it looks like my chat wasn't working. I'm getting a big update right now. Like a constant, yeah, I just had a lot coming back, like all at once. Are you calling me a freak? I'm only 5'11". Tell him, Stu. Oh, okay, I thought you were like 6'5", 6'6". Every time I close my eyes, the room is spinning. Hey Sally, what type are you? Are you a kitchen counter climber or do you keep a stool nearby? Just curious. Oh, that was a good. I like that, Greg. I like that. Yeah, Sally. Seriously though, do you get altitude sickness every time you climb up a curb? I'm all caught up. Yeah, so YouTube's chat was being a pain again. It wasn't giving me the live feed. It was just holding on to a lot and then just spat out a lot of stuff all at once. and this is your third. Do you want to start causing trouble? What you are you saying that you don't get altitude sickness from climbing up a curb? That's right. There's somebody at work who's like 5 foot, and I'm used to joking about the height with her. She's absolutely fine. She laughs and takes a piss out of herself all the time. You know, it's within limits, of course. There's obviously such a thing as taking it too far, but she's pretty cool about it. Hold on. I'm going to load up YouTube on my phone again, just so I can keep an eye on chat, make sure that it's actually telling me what it's supposed to be telling me, giving me the right, actually giving me people's chat as opposed to missing out. See, I'm looking through it on my phone, and there's actually comments here that I didn't get to see at all. Fiber Optic Hell said, "Oh, look around your channel. I'm new." Big hug, sorry, and that one. Oh, that's set to top chat. That needs to go to live. Okay, so yeah, YouTube chat on my PC is not updating, and I've got a different chat. Yeah, I've got crying out loud. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to fix this here. Okay, so I wrote the word test in chat, and I'm seeing it on my phone. I'm not seeing it on the live stream one. I've also got a lot of chat on the live stream one that isn't on my phone one. Sally, I don't know what the last thing I've seen is I feel short compared to Ninja. I'm only 6'1". Has there been anything else after that? If there is, let me know in the Discord, please, so I can make sure that I'm getting the message. If there isn't, then just, you know, pop it in YouTube chat so I can see that it's working. Does that make any sense? Right, okay, so I'm not seeing messages then. Thank you, Stu. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I am going to refresh my stream page here. Hopefully this will work. You might hear a double of me for a second because I need to pause my playback. Right. Try again, Stu. Aha! I'm getting a lot of updated stuff now. It's going back over some stuff I've already read. It's not updating in here on my phone, only on YouTube. Test, see this, test, smiley face. Greg was the last thing I've seen with a smiley face. I hate when YouTube messes up like this. It's so annoying. Sally is a be right back. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know she'd gone. YouTube needs to fix itself, seriously. They think they're making improvements, but they don't. They make life difficult with some of the changes they make. Even though they think it's a much easier process, but it's not. Like on our side of things, they think they're making life easier for us, but in actual fact, it's a more long-winded way of doing whatever it is we're doing. And then other times, like this, the chat just breaks. So often it happens to me. Right, I'm going to keep asking now, is it working? Is it working? Do you know what I mean? The last thing I'm seeing still is Greg. With the smiley face. And it's not my computer because it's not updating on my phone either. The most recent thing I can see, Stu, is Greg's smiley face, where it says it's got test, then you saying see this. You got that there twice. Then I've done another one saying test, and then Greg's smiley face. My phone chat isn't updating either. So it's not YouTube. It's not me, sorry. It's not my computer. This is entirely on YouTube's end. Yeah, that's what I've got on my phone, Stu. That's where it stops on my phone. So, okay, that's not, it's Stu's having problem with it as well. Come on, I want to get this clean out done quick now, because the other day YouTube had issues with me streaming to it. Oh, right, I was streaming fine, and then it just messed up and wouldn't accept input anymore. Ah, perfect timing. Okay, so we'll get this clean out done and then we'll end it off. If I can't see anyone's goodbyes or messages up and from here to the end, I apologise. There is nothing I can do about it. I do appreciate those who are active chatters who will hang around just for the end of this. There we go. Right, so this should in theory be a faster clean out than normal, because we're not doing the small sluice boxes anymore, the small sluice runs. We just got the big moss mats to do. That's it, and the buckets, of course. So despite the see this, Spud? Hi, go Turkey. So YouTube is updating its chat every now and then. I'm not sure how much has actually been said. I just read out the last things that have popped through. Whereas on my phone, I am still at the point where we were talking about height. Let me reload that page, make sure. Yeah, still at that point. So that's really strange. Right, so we're still in the good gold. Yep, that's exactly what it looks like for me, Stu, as well. That's all I've got in my chat as well. The last clean out is in the sort of gold that we're in now still. You can see the result of it on the screen. Do we think it's going to be, I mean, like without the sluice runs, if it's going to be the same amount, then we're losing about 20 to 30 ounces of gold. That's it. Oh my god, I'm asking you, oh my god, I need to get this done. I'm asking you guys what you think the clean out's going to be, but chat is messing up, so I can't get any replies. Oh god. Yeah, YouTube sucks so much today. Let's get this done, and then we'll be calling it a live stream. We're gonna finish it about now anyway. After this live stream, after this clean out, because it is coming up to midnight for me. Whilst I don't actively have to get up for her, my daughter leaves for school about 8, and in order to keep my work routine, I tend to get up around the same time as her for her school in the morning. I did that backwards. Oh well. Oh, that's going to be loud. Yeah, Sally, if you're back, I can't see anything you are saying in chat because chat is broken. It's not just me, it's broken for Stu as well. I do have my Discord open if you wanted to say anything to me in there, Sally. I'm hoping for another almost, well, yeah, close to 800 ounce clean out. That would be fantastic. Oh, didn't mean to fall down there. And again, so I keep looking at my phone trying to see what's working, what isn't. Get in the hole, thank you. Really? So it looks like I am streaming it alright. It does look like it's coming across to the stream without any issues. It's just the chat. I'm just going to make sure that it is still playing. Yeah, that's still going. Tell it, guys, just give me 2 seconds. Okay, I refreshed my chat and everything, and now it's regressed even further back than it was. I don't know what the hell to make of it. Is the stream video is still alright for you though, isn't it, Stu? Stu. I didn't mean to call you Stu there. Cigarette dangling out of the corner of my mouth. Just making sure, because it says you're offline on Discord, Stu, so I'm just trying to make sure that things are actually alright. And that I'm not just talking to myself right now. Okay. Last message I saw was, and Sally said, like I said before, you're all giants. 1 ounce and I'm back, sorry. So I don't, like Sally, I don't know if you know how much of it you've seen. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I saw the Be Right Back, Sally, and oh, we are back now. Hi. Is it all active live? Somebody say Mossmat. Say Mossmat. I want to see if it comes through. Oh, I'm on top chat, not live. Hold on. So I went to live, and then I've lost some of the chat. So I don't think we're back. No, I didn't see it, Stu. Didn't turn up. So no, chat is not back. It just updates in little spurts and spats. It's like maybe it's like buffer's overloaded, and it has to catch up, and then it gives you, like, spits out like a bunch of chat, and then it stops again. In a bit, it's just gonna update again, and I'm gonna get about 50 messages saying Mossmat. Just for people have just been repeating themselves. Anyone who's recently come in and is not aware, those whether you've tried to chat or not, chat is not working. I don't know why. It's not just me; it's some of you guys as well. It's not getting updated for. There's nothing I can do about it. I've tried. So don't worry, it's not an issue your end, it's YouTube. Right. So Greg, I did manage to see just in time. Greg reckons we've got the 1 ounce again, 1 ounce clean out again. Go Greg. But no, I am hoping for another one like this one. It's going to be slightly less because we haven't got the... Even if the output in all the buckets and mats are exactly the same, it will be slightly less. Oh, updating again. Can you see this? I think so. Hi, Mossmat. Oh, Mossmat lost Matt. Mossmat. So it keeps updating in spurts and spats. It's probably not working again now. You know what? That can't be helping. I was playing my stream on. I unpaused my stream to keep an eye on it, but it just seems to be chat. That's the issue. But yeah, even if all the buckets and mats are exactly the same as the last clean out, it will be slightly less because of we don't have the small runs there, small sluices. I didn't see what we had originally. 780. No, 790, wasn't it? No, you guys can't tell me, can you? Pretty sure it was 780, 790, something like that. Because it was just shy of 800 ounces. So from 800 so far we're at 400 ounces clean out. £500 coming up on 600. Might make a 700 if the if we've got a nugget trap bucket there. It looks like it might be an 800 ounce clean out. 319 plus 391. So just over 700 ounces. That's still not too bad. It's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm now 1,300 ounces away from Kagera. That's good. Spy. I can't think. That's 1,300 to 1,400 ounces. And Streaming Geek has to make up. Where am I? So that's almost the same on the 100. So we'll just call that around the same. 4,000 ounces. Just shy of 4,000. No, just over. No, just shy of 4,000 ounces for him to catch up. Well, that's good. That's very good. What I'm going to do, guys, is I am just going to chuck these back. Then I am going to go smelt my gold while I say my goodbyes to you guys. Not that you guys can obviously say it back, but hey, that's no one's fault apart from YouTube. Okay. Alright guys, so sorry. Typical. Just get ready to say goodbye. Cough, cough, cough. Why can't I do this? No. Tomorrow, same time, live stream. I am not at work tomorrow. For those who weren't here early in the stream, I'm not at work tomorrow. So I've got one final day to just push hard. Try and get as much of a distance as I can from the number 11 spot. After that, Friday I am at work. I might be able to get home and do an hour on live stream, give or take, if we've got the time that the live stream finishes, that the leaderboards finish correct. Yeah, in the time conversion and all that sort of stuff. If there is, then I'll try and get like an hour's live stream on Friday. Then after the leaderboard finishes, we'll close up the stream for a little bit, and then back at my normal time to do a Mythbuster episode. Basically, there's a lot of controversy about whether digging at the bottom of dirt loses a lot of gold, or if it's the way to go. You know, some people say the best way to get as much gold as possible is to dig from the top down. Others say you can do it from the bottom just using a front end loader. So what I'm going to be doing is having a square of dirt, a clean wash plant, no dirt sitting in there at all. I'm going to save it. I'm going to dig it out one way, run it through the plant, wash the mats and everything, find out how much it comes to. Then I'm going to load up the save and do it again, but digging with the other method, and see what the difference is. So that way we can know a little bit more definitively what is better. There will be a margin for error, because obviously I could end up catching some bits of dirt from adjacent squares by accident, things like that. But if it is better in one way than another... Oh, Greg's just said good night, everyone. Is chat actually working again now? If one way is better than the other, there should be a significant difference in the gold tally. So we would definitely know for certain if it is different. But on that note, guys, I want everyone to have a fantastic night, day, whatever your time is right now. Stay safe, especially if you're in a country like over here where there is a second repeat of obviously COVID happening. So make sure you stay safe, guys, stay well, and I shall see you hopefully next time. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a fantastic night. Hey, look at that. You can't see it, can you? Gold on the ceiling, number 2 achievement. Just quickly collect 5 mil. Wait, what? I've had that already though, unless that means 5 million ounces of gold. I don't know. It just says collect 5 million. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a good night. Goodbye.